Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Ever wonder what makes your car's engine purr like a kitten or roar like a lion? A big part of that magic is something called the air-fuel ratio. It sounds complicated, but trust me, by the end of this video, you'll get it. So, buckle up, and let's dive into the heart of your engine. First things first, why does an engine even need a mix of air and fuel? Think of it like building a campfire. You need wood, which is your fuel, but you also need air. Specifically the oxygen in the air, for the wood to burn. If you have too much wood and not enough air, you get a smoky, inefficient fire. If you have too much air and not enough wood, the fire will be weak and might go out. An engine is basically a series of controlled explosions, and just like that campfire, it needs the perfect recipe of fuel and air to run properly. The fuel provides the energy, and the air provides the oxygen to release that energy. Simple, right? Now, let's talk about the perfect recipe. In the world of engines, this is called the stoichiometric ratio. Whoa, big word alert. Don't worry, it's easier than it sounds. Stoichiometry is just a fancy chemistry term for the ideal, most efficient ratio for a chemical reaction. For gasoline engines, that magic number is about 14.7 to 1. This means for every 1 part of gasoline, you need 14.7 parts of air by mass. At this ratio, you get a complete combustion. Every molecule of fuel is burned with every available molecule of oxygen. There's nothing left over. No wasted fuel, and no excess oxygen. It's the Goldilocks zone of engine performance. Not too rich, not too lean, but just right. This perfect burn gives you the best balance of power, fuel economy, and crucially, low emissions. So, what happens if the mixture isn't perfect? Let's say the ratio is lower than 14.7 to 1, maybe 12 to 1. This is called a rich mixture. It means there's too much fuel for the amount of air. Remember our smoky campfire? Same idea. A rich mixture can actually give you a bit more power, which is why it's sometimes used in high-performance racing applications. However, the downside is significant. You're wasting fuel, which hurts your gas mileage. More importantly, the unburned fuel turns into nasty pollutants like carbon monoxide and hydrocarbons, which are bad for the environment and will definitely cause you to fail an emissions test. You might even see black smoke coming from your exhaust. On the flip side, what if the ratio is higher? Say 16 to 1. This is a lean mixture. You have too much air and not enough fuel. A lean mixture is great for fuel economy, and car manufacturers often aim for this during steady cruising on the highway to help you save gas. But there's a trade-off. Running too lean can cause the engine to run hotter. This extra heat can increase the production of another group of pollutants called nitrogen oxides, or NOx. In extreme cases, a very lean mixture can lead to engine hesitation, misfires, and even long-term damage from the high temperatures. It's a delicate balancing act. So how does your car manage this constantly? Your car's brain, the engine control unit or ECU, is the master chef here. It uses a whole bunch of sensors, like the oxygen sensor in your exhaust pipe, to constantly measure what's happening. It checks the amount of air coming in, the engine speed, the temperature, and a dozen other things. Based on all this data, the ECU makes tiny, lightning-fast adjustments to the fuel injectors, thousands of times per minute, to keep the air-fuel ratio as close to that perfect 14.7 to 1 as possible, while also adjusting for power when you need it and efficiency when you don't. It's an incredible feat of engineering happening every second you drive. So, to wrap it all up, the air-fuel ratio is the secret sauce for your engine. The stoichiometric ratio of 14.7 to 1 is the ideal target for a clean, efficient burn. Running rich gives you a power boost but wastes fuel and pollutes. Running lean saves fuel but can increase engine temperature and other pollutants, and it's all managed by your car's brilliant ECU. Understanding this simple concept gives you a much deeper appreciation for the amazing technology working under your hood. I hope that clears things up. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. And for more simple explanations of complex car stuff, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.